Hello Leo, this is Inspire 2016 with your weekly tarot reading for the week commencing the 26th of September until the 2nd of October 2016. The first card for you is representing, how do you feel about yourself? Your card is the Devil. You are feeling that the temptation of a certain relationship, pastime or other form of pleasure is too hard to resist, it's almost addictive. Question your motives. These sorts of situations aren't generally good news. You may also have rather low self-esteem at this time and feel that there's not much hope for the future. Don't doubt your abilities, try to be more positive. Think carefully, you can still change direction. This card also represents the hidden forces of negativity that constrain you and that trick you into thinking you are imprisoned by external forces ultimately out of your control. The Devil is an inner force within each of us. He represents our fears, addictions, and other harmful impulses. He is a master of deception and creates the illusion that you are involuntarily bound to him. However, the figures in this card are free to remove the chains from around their necks, indicating that they have freely given the Devil any power he has over them. Ask yourself where you are feeling stuck or restricted in your life. You may be tricked into believing that you are being controlled by external forces when in fact you have created your own chains of imprisonment and powerlessness. A sense of hopelessness can accompany the Devil. You feel despair and have a pessimistic view of life because you feel that so much is outside of your control. You fear the worst, and this means that your fears have a hold over you and prevent you from leading a more fulfilling and optimistic life. What are the addictions or attachments restraining you from experiencing the freedom of the fool? Are you giving yourself over to the illusion of helplessness and despair? Know that you have the power within to free yourself from the bondage of the Devil. The Devil often reflects actual addictions and dependencies in your life, such as alcoholism, drug taking, unhealthy relationships, and overspending. You think you need something and you are willing to go against what you know to be right and true in order to obtain it. You need to break free of these negative patterns of behavior by acknowledging the hold that they have over you and the negative impact they are having on your life. Often they are behaviors that are immediately gratifying but which cause longer-term damage to your inner fulfillment. More generally, the Devil indicates that you are becoming obsessed and hell-bent on a particular idea, situation or endeavor. You are over-investing yourself in one area at the expense of other areas of your life. Often, the Devil card represents an over-dependence on material wealth. You may have become so fixated on becoming a millionaire or owning a fancy car that you have forgotten the importance of investing in your relationships or yourself. You have generated a belief that value lies in how much you earn or how much you own. You have created an unhealthy bond with these materialistic desires and you are now being controlled by this bondage. The second card for you is representing, what do you want most right now? Your card is the Tower. You're probably looking for an easy solution to a difficult problem. However, in life, turmoil and upheaval often bring about positive change, just not quite as we would like it. Seize this opportunity that is forcing change as a chance for a new beginning. However, you may feel afraid, shaken and insecure. It is a time of great turmoil and destruction as you seek to understand how you could have been so wrong, so naive, or so blind about a particular situation. And now, what will you do and how will you manage in the face of this shocking truth? You may be experiencing sleepless nights, depression, grief, anger and confrontation. These are normal reactions to major changes in your outer and inner worlds. A tower experience is any experience that shakes the foundation of your current sense of security and/or forces you to question your strongly held beliefs, perceptions, attitudes and behaviors. It may be a divorce, death of a loved one, financial failure, health problems or job loss, or any event that penetrates to the core of your inner being, affecting you spiritually, mentally and physically. It is often descriptive of a major upheaval, disruption, emergency or crisis, and is likely to bring chaos in the aftermath of such an event. Ask yourself, what structures in my life are breaking up? No doubt you will already be very aware of where there is turmoil and destruction, but sometimes it can be on a more subtle or subconscious level. The most important aspect of the tower is that with any destruction there comes creation. Thus, the Tower card represents an awakening and is about inspiration, freedom, reality and the release from bondage. It is a truth and honesty card that comes as a bolt of lightning to you through a shocking and impactful life event. It represents a necessary experience that forces you to get out of your comfort zone and to grow beyond your present level. The sudden destruction of the tower represents the immediacy of change, and the often disorienting effects of that change. Once you hit rock bottom, the choice is yours. You can revert to the self-defeating, restrictive devil, or reach for the transformational and inspirational star. When you begin to reach for the star, you will come to realize that your true security and strength lies within yourself and your relationship with the universe, and not in some false belief system or artificially created world. Following a tower experience, you can rest assured that you will grow stronger, wiser and more serene as you begin to develop a completely new perspective on life that you did not even know existed. These moments in time are necessary for spiritual growth and enlightenment. Truth and honesty will bring about a positive change, even if you must experience pain and anxiety throughout the process. The tower also represents the inner and outer structures that you have built. These structures represent your personal defense. The defense that creates a more socially acceptable you by hiding your true, inner thoughts and feelings. It is like laughing politely when your boss tells a joke, or, on a deeper level, disguising your sexual feelings, particularly if you feel that they are socially inappropriate. In times of great pressure and stress, these structures will be tested and are at risk of shattering, finally revealing your true inner self to those around you. So, you need to be very careful how much of yourself you attempt to hide, knowing that one day, all will be revealed. The tower therefore asks you to break down the structures that you have surrounded yourself with. This can be a painful and difficult process if you resist against the external forces that are pushing you to reveal more of yourself. Breaking through this pretense can cause a great deal of anguish, but remember that the tower will fall, whether you like it or not, because you have reached your limits in this area and can no longer live with it. Similarly, the tower can signify your ego and the illusion of considering yourself to be superior to others. When the tower of ego, deception and illusion is destroyed, you are free to face truth and reality without the trappings of false attachments. Are you undergoing a major shift in consciousness? Are you beginning to see things in a new way? Embrace the opportunity to accept change and move forward into a more positive psychological state, where personal freedom is the rule. The third card for you is representing your fears. Your card is the World. You are afraid of taking action and lack confidence and willpower, but this is a time to be positive and proactive to prevent loss of momentum, delays and stagnation. Completion and success are only a step away. Don't give up, lose heart or change direction when you are so close to the finish line. You are trying to achieve completion in your life, but you may not be taking all the steps necessary to achieve your goals. There is a tendency to take the easiest or quickest path to attain your goal, but often this does not lead to the outcome you had originally intended. Instead, through facing up to the challenges along the way, you will learn and grow exponentially and will feel such an amazing sense of achievement when you finally make it to your goal. So, do not be afraid to set yourself stretch goals, even if it means enduring hardships or challenges along the way. This will make victory even sweeter. The World can also indicate a time when you are close to reaching completion, but for whatever reason, you lose focus and slack off right at the end. You only have a short way to go, so why lose focus now? Re-energize yourself and remind yourself how wonderful life will be when you have finally reached your goal. You may also be experiencing a lack of closure in your life, preventing you from embarking on the next journey or challenge. This card appears when a relationship suddenly comes to an end without explanation. The partner cannot make sense of what has happened and is struggling to come to terms with the end of the relationship. Things are left unsaid and people are left hanging, not knowing what to expect or where they stand. Sometimes, the World can indicate that desired change will be delayed and that more time and energy must be devoted to your project or life transition before you can experience the promised completion. This may feel very frustrating, but patience and perseverance will pay off in the end. You may feel stifled, even trapped, but do not give up. Keep on a steady course for now. The fourth card for you is representing what is going for you. Your card is the Chariot. The appearance of the Chariot tells of conflicts ending in victory, so don't give up. Battle on and you will succeed. This is a time of movement and change. Expect a journey relating to work, and if you've had your eye on that car, it will soon be yours. This card represents conquest, victory and overcoming opposition through your confidence and control. Any success will be a result of applying these factors to the situation. You will need to use the strength of your willpower to overcome any obstacles or challenges in your way. You may even find that by leveraging any opposing forces surrounding you at this time, you can use them to your advantage. You must be determined, self-disciplined, and hard-working. If you are, you will triumph over any difficulties or anyone who is trying to limit you. This struggle will ultimately make you stronger. You will be successful at pursuing your goals, as long as you maintain focus, determination and confidence in your abilities. You need to focus completely on the task at hand, get in the race and win it. You have to dominate and beat the competition. You must cultivate the ability to withstand the rigors of what is required. In fact, striving towards your goal can be as satisfying as attaining it. This is a time to be strong and in control. You must also draw upon your willpower and self-discipline. You may be wondering if you should pursue a plan or continue a project, but you will be driven to do so, and your perplexing dilemma will be resolved for the time being. The Chariot requires you to assert yourself and be bold. You may need to look after yourself at this time and be confident in expressing your needs and wants, otherwise you will not get your way. You need to have faith in yourself and know fundamentally who you are and what you stand for. thus building off the personal belief systems and values established through the Lover's card. Sometimes, the Chariot asks you to come to terms with your own aggressive impulses. Aggression is part of human nature, part of your innate survival mechanism. Aggression cannot be simply suppressed. To do so will only turn it inward on yourself, leaving it to manifest itself in the form of physical illness. Aggression can be very destructive, but it is also a powerful energy that can be channeled creatively. This is a time when you need to be the master of your emotions and curb any impulses or anger. You need to show who is the boss and achieve control of the situation, but this will also require you to be in control of yourself. The fifth card for you is representing what is going against you. Your card is the Hanged Man. You are allowing yourself to be victimized and emotionally blackmailed by others, or you're playing the martyr or victim to try to manipulate others. Don't be too materialistic or try and hang on to someone or something for all the wrong reasons. Someone or something has to go. You must find the ability to let go and give this up. Don't worry, it will turn out for the better for you. This card also represents a period when you feel you are sacrificing a lot and getting nothing in return. You may have felt things were at an absolute standstill, with no movement or resolution. It is as though you are suspended in time and unable to make a move forward, backward, or even sideways to get out of your current situation. Your own goals and dreams are put on hold because of external realities or internal issues. This is an energy that is passing out of your life, and you can now expect things to start happening once again and major changes to occur. This period of suspension is like a catalyst for what is to come. You may be putting off making a decision, in the hope that it will all sort itself out eventually. However, this is often just wishful thinking. What is happening is that you are simply stalling the inevitable, and you will at some point be pushed to make a final decision and to make a sacrifice in the process. In reading where a relationship has been put on hold, the Hanged Man suggests that you are happy to wait around, to a point. You realize that this relationship will evolve over time and that, due to its complexities, it cannot be rushed. However, you also do not want to be on hold forever, and you acknowledge that there will come a time when you must make a decision about your current relationship. The Hanged Man suggests a loss of faith in your ability to surmount life's obstacles. You may be refusing to go within for spiritual nourishment. It is very important at this time to look within through meditation and restore your faith in your ability to get over life's challenges. Know that this difficult time will soon pass. Accept your circumstances and be at peace with yourself. Alternatively, you may be preoccupied with yourself and unwilling to make a necessary sacrifice or compromise for the greater good. You may be acting in a selfish or even arrogant manner, and significantly disengaging others who are trying to work cooperatively with you. The last card for you is representing the likely outcome that you may have. Your card is the High Priestess. Your intuitive powers are at their height at this moment in time. Only by listening carefully and trusting them completely can you embrace that power. Do this and you will make strong, clear, self-assured decisions. Allow for flexibility and expect promising outcomes. Overall, this card represents wisdom, serenity, knowledge and understanding. She is often described as the guardian of the unconscious. She sits in front of the thin veil of awareness, which is all that separates us from our inner selves. The High Priestess knows the secret of how to access these realms. She represents spiritual enlightenment and inner illumination, divine knowledge and wisdom. She has a deep, intuitive understanding of the universe and uses this knowledge to teach rather than to try to control others. You need to listen to and trust your inner voice. The High Priestess card represents a link to the subconscious mind, which cannot be accessed through the everyday world but only through dreams and symbols. Pay attention to your dreams and intuition. Look for areas in your life that may be out of balance or that require greater foresight and wisdom. Knowledge of how to fix it will not come through logic or intellect but through your intuition, so put aside a time when you can meditate and listen to your own inner voice. Your intuitive sense right now is providing you with useful and helpful information and is assisting you to become more in touch with your subconscious mind. The High Priestess can also point to the unknown and can indicate that your life is changing. Things that once seemed certain can no longer be taken for granted. Some puzzling mysteries become clearer, but all is not yet revealed at this point. On the plus side, you will find that your intuitive powers are increasing and you may be inspired to be creative. The High Priestess card is therefore a particularly good card for poets and writers. Last but not least, the guidance card for you is the ego. The angels want you to know that the entrapment you're feeling isn't real. This card indicates that a lot of your feelings are stemming from anxieties that aren't based in reality. So, give your fears to God and the angels, and ask for their help in adopting a more positive perspective on this situation. This card also indicates that you're focused upon the material things in life. Heaven acknowledges that you, like everyone, have physical needs. However, your attention to the accumulation of possessions is out of balance. Reassess why you want to acquire these items. Perhaps you're trying to fill an emotional void, which material objects could never do. What you're really craving is inner peace through a spiritual path. Additional meanings of this card: refusal to face the truth or to take personal responsibility for the situation. Addictions. Temptations. Dependency. Excessive debt. Jophiel is the archangel who helps us experience beautiful emotions and think beautiful thoughts. Call upon Jophiel whenever you need a boost in how you feel about yourself, your life, and the world.
I hope that you enjoy everything, and if you like the reading, just please click subscribe and you will get instant notifications every time we publish a new video right to your YouTube. Thanks.